Bam! That's what I'm talking about. Whoa, I know you're not a monster. I'm not scared to pick you up on 2-pound line. You're dizzy now spinning around like that, right? He was spinning around for a while. He's about 10 inches. Creamy. That's right. Creamy. All right, guys, we're going to fish with a couple different colors. Y'all can see how bad the water is. At the boat ramp, I can see down about 8 inches. That's right, about 8 inches. So, fish are scattered here today. Sun just went in, was peaking a little bit. That was helping. They was up in the column some. But they're scattered everywhere. Some on the bottom, you can see here. They're not all crappy now. You got to pick them, decide what's crappy and what's not. If I ain't sure, I just throw them anyway. But I'm looking for bigger fish. I sit still, the spotlight hold me for a little bit, and nothing shows up. I move another 30, 40, 50 feet and do it again. I try to chase some down, patrol them, get close enough to them. They're kind of spooky. Seem like if you let that spotlight run, they kind of get used to hearing it and not quite as scared of it. If you get close to them, they hit the spotlight, they run, they're gone. All right, bam. I don't think it's very big either. This fish was very interesting. That's about what I figured. About the same size as the other one. I knew he wasn't very big, guys. He got about 20 foot from the boat, and I threw at him. He's following me, and he got under the bait and just followed it, and I thought, and then finally he got into position but like this, and he was following it. I thought, well, he's going to hit it. Bam! He come up and grabbed it. He's about 10, about the size of the other one, maybe 9.5. Yeah, but at that time he decided he wanted it. So that was kind of fun, just watching him do that. But I'm not here trying just to catch big fish on this video. Like I said at the first fish, this video is about showing y'all some colors that work in the stained water. Whether they're 10 inches or 14 inches, a crappie's a crappie, and he's going to pay attention to this color about the same, right? That's right. And can he see it and pay attention to it where he hit it? That's what the video is about. That's 2 on creamy. Bam! It's been a few minutes, guys. I've thrown it quite a few. I moved this a little ways, and it's a decent one. Definitely. And I seen, seen a couple decent ones I threw at, and a couple of them, they got close to them, they went toward the bottom. I'm sure you hear other guys saying that too, and y'all have the same problem sometimes. So you throw them again. If they get on the bottom sometimes and stop, you can catch them, but sometimes, oh, he's a good one. He's about 11 inches. Okay, this is hot water. And I thought he was a little bit bigger, that's why I threw him. I'm trying to catch him a little bit bigger. First couple on creamy, say 10 inches, a good eating size, but we'll try to catch a couple at least that are 11, 12 inches, right? That's the size I like to catch them. I like to catch them between about 11 and 13, 14. If I keep neat, I usually keep 11 inches, 11, 12 inches. I heard a lot of guys say they like 10s. That's fine. I know what you're saying. They said, who the hell said this the other day? They said the bigger they are, the harder they are to clean. Yeah, that could be it. All right. But I'm still seeing, I'll show you what I'm still seeing. I might catch any off the bottom. I have thrown at him. Well, there's a decent one. He about the size of one I just caught, probably. I ain't sure that's a crappie. I throw at some of those. It looks like a crappie, but it could be a bass. Decent sized bass. I think that's what it is. That's going away from me. Because see, he's starting to disappear now. I think that's what it was. And sometimes you can see their tail kicking. All right, guys, I haven't moved. Just sitting here with the spot lock on. This is the one I showed you. Let me see how big he is. I threw him first time he moved and went out a little further. And I said, well, I'll throw him one more time and see some move. Like I said, I figured he might be bigger than I think he is. I'm just holding on. Like I said, I got a 2-pound test. I've learned. Yeah, he's a little bit bigger. He's just a little bit bigger than the other one. I say, it's hard to judge them sometimes. See, it depends which way they're facing. Are they facing you? Are they sideways to you? Or are they just in a little bit of an angle to you like that? So all that makes a difference when you look at them on live scope. It's a good fish. It's chicken. I got a tape line right here. That's why I put this tape line on the boat, guys. I guess him all the time, and he's 13 inches. He's about 13 1/8, actually, something like that. I guess him all the time, and we get a little bit more closer measurement on them. There you go. That's a good one. Now again, hot water. That's the color. Now, I done a porta catch on hot water on that fathead, right? This is the LC shad. Somebody made a comment on that video. They said, somebody made a comment that said, I'm trying to get it in my mind what they said. They said something like that color, like to see when it's, we'll check on it later on, like to see it when it's loaded or whatever. They're there, guys. I've had them since last year. Last year I came out with colors like in baby bass and this LC shad with a green back. And I've got pink belly, blue belly, chartreuse belly, and pearl belly. Pearl's baby bass, right? So what I done was just put different color bellies on them. The blue belly works great too. It's a neon blue. This is a neon pink. You can't beat pink in stained water. Bam, this fish was 50 feet out. So yeah, like I say, I don't know what size it is. When I move my scope that much, it's hard to tell, but it's a crappie. Yeah, it's a decent one. It was 3 out there, and I thought, see, right, when you move your scope, the distance in and out and up and down, you lose the size of your fish as much. The reason I knew that a while ago was I hadn't moved it for a while, and I done caught fish. If you leave it alone and catch fish for a little bit, you can figure it out what size the mark is. He's about 10 inches. Mud minnow. That hook is sharp. Mud minnow. Yeah, sold some of these today. This is a good dirty water color too. I don't think the mud minnow made it to Grenada. It might have. I don't remember now. But like I said, I had a friend lives up there in Mississippi, fishes Grenada and Ross Barnett, and he has fish creamy there, and he has fish Grenada bug. That's why I called it Grenada bug, because it's been fished there, and he has caught fish on them. And that water looks like this all the time, right? And that's why I sent him to him. He had fished the color Sid. I have that on the site. He's fished that and sent fathead and different ones. The blue mist, I think, too. All right, guys, I'm having a little issue finding bigger fish. You can tell I moved to another spot, and I'm not seeing any real big fish here, but like I said, you know, when you move your live scope a lot, it makes it a little tough. This was a decent mark. These two was probably two of the biggest marks I've seen here, but they were 45 and 50 foot from me. Now, I knew they wasn't monsters. Yeah, they're 10-inch fish, because I've caught a couple 7s too. Yeah, he's about 10 inches, 10 and a half. Not a bad fish, especially a good eater if you want to eat some. This color is called blue mist. It's a blue that turns to purple, and the color is called blue mist. And it's got purple and blue flake in it, so it's great for stained water. It's got that chartreuse tail. I've done good with that in stained water many a times, so that's why I add that into this video today. Okay, getting a little windy, as y'all can tell. The water's chopping, so I'm going to try to catch a couple more here. On a couple other colors too, and try to end this video. What I'm just trying to show y'all is some colors that are working in stained water. That fish was about 40 foot. You see where I got my handle? He's coming around like that, and I just lined my handle and threw at him. Come past, it was 2 fish together, and he just rolled up and grabbed it. So, again, it's not about how big the fish are in this video. This ain't the video how to catch monsters. It's colors that the fish can see in the stained water and will react to. I reckon that's what I'm trying to say. There's colors they will react to. That's what I'm trying to show you. If he's a 10-inch fish, a 12-inch fish, I hit it too, right? All right, guys, it's been a while. I'll tell you, they're moving so much today, and I think it's because the sun went in, and they're just moving. I throw at them, time my bait gets to them, they're gone, and I'm trying 1/16. They don't want to chase it. It's moving too fast. I've had to go back to a 1/32. Y'all notice I caught a lot of the fish on this rod because it's got a 1/32 on it. The rod, the 1/16, they'll turn around and follow it a little ways and quit. And it's because I got to keep reeling. If you let it drop and get below the fish, they'll quit following it. And it's just enough wind that makes it hard for me to control my boat and control the fish. The fish is going around in circles. I threw at these 2 fish. There's 2 of them side by side. I knew they were good fish. I bet I threw at them 20 times, and I just never could get it where I wanted it. Finally, I got it past them where I could see my bait good. If you can't see the bright spot for y'all that have live scope, if you can't see that bright spot and you can't see your bait, it ain't close enough to them. Especially, you know, they don't want to chase it. The old saying is you got to put it on their head. You got to put it within 10 inches of them, 8, 10 inches of them at least today, or they don't want to pay attention to it. And if it's moving too fast, they won't chase it. They'll turn around and look at it. You can see them kick their tail a couple times and they go back. That's a good fish, guys. That's a good one to know. This is blue mist. That's the blue mist color. Again, it changes color from blue to purple. Let's see how long he is. Yep, right there at his lip. He's 14 and a half. That's a good fish, guys. He's probably a pound 12. Good thick fish. 14 and a half. Bam. Hey, we'll take those all day. Well, he's not bad. I thought he was going to be a baby. He wasn't a very big mark. But he got about 20 feet from the boat, and I thought, well, he's close enough. I'm going to throw at him. Right? Like I told you, I'm fishing. I throw at a lot of them. I don't care what they. I'm not just looking for monsters. I heard the guys talking about not throwing nothing but big fish, and that's fine, because I like to catch big fish too, but sometimes I just, I'm fishing. I'm throwing it all. He's over 10 inches. Bam. That's a willowtail. I caught one on the June bug chartreuse tail haul ago. Now, guys, that's a new color I'm working on for willowtails. Don't have them in stock yet. This is plum crazy. Okay, it's in stock, and I have it in a tadpole junior. I have it in this willowtail, and I have it in the fluke. Okay, there's about I think there's 12 colors in the willowtails that have a body color with chartreuse tail. Some of them have blue tail. You can check those out. But yeah, the hot perch color is. I have a hard time keeping it in stock. That's great for dirty water. I think right now it's in stock in the fluke, willowtail, and I think it's in tadpole, but it's not in stock in the grub. I'm completely out of them in the hot tail grubs. Bam. Oh, he's not a monster. Like I said, I'm not catching monsters today. We're catching some fish though. It's really been tough. It's a cold front coming in. I hadn't mentioned that. That's why it's gotten cloudy. It's supposed to get colder tonight. We've been averaging about 45 at night. It's supposed to get down about 35 tonight. And I come in. Oh, he's probably 9.5. Okay. Yeah. All right, guys. This is black and chartreuse. It's called hot tails. If it's got this color right here, pink tails, hot tails. I have it with the orange tail. It's called. I think it's called blaze. And I have it with the blue tail. So you go and check it. So I told you I fished with seconds. See where the black dropped a little further on this side and did that side. Yeah, that's right. So that's why I said earlier in the video, I said I fish with a lot of seconds. If it has a little mistake in it, I lay it on the table and I don't throw them away. I fish with them because the fish don't care. The fish is not gonna watch it bait come by and go like, "Is that a mistake on the side of it? I'm not gonna bite that thing, right?" Is he? That's right. If it's a minnow coming by him or some shad coming by him and a fish in front of him done nipped the shad and knocked all the scales off of one side, he's not gonna say, "I'm not eating that shad." He's got a mark on him. He's been bit. Bam! This fish, guys, was about 55 foot out there. I put my live scope on 60, 70 foot, and I cast that about 10 times. I never could see my bait. And I'm playing with a tungsten weight that I bought this week. I bought it, I bought it Friday. This is Monday. And what I was trying to see was if I could see this tungsten better than lead. I thought it'd be great for making these long casts in open water. They're $2 a piece, so you don't want to fish with them. You don't want to use them around boat docks because I usually lose about 4 to 6 every time I grab boat docks. But if it's open water, I want to see it. I do believe I can see it a little bit better. Okay, this is the hot tail color, which is black and chartreuse with the pink tail. That's a good fish, guys. Bam. Let's see what he is. I've caught some good fish in this video. I've caught some babies, but I've caught some good ones too. You got to take them all in. He's 14 and a quarter. You got to take them all with a grain of rice, don't you? Bam. Nothing wrong with that one. All right, guys. Like I said, I've got the black and chartreuse with 3 different tail colors: pink, orange, and blue. I think this couple videos back, the white perch have acted strange this year. They've been up on top of the waters, running around like crappie. You know, in 2 or 3 foot of water. This fish was about 3 foot deep. I'm sitting in 15 foot now. Some of y'all think I'm catching them in 3 foot of water. Now I'm in 15 foot of water. I'm in 15 and a half foot. And just running around watching my live scope. And this is a decent fish. He ain't a monster. I'm not seeing any. Most of the big fish I seen was the first spot I fished. And I moved because the wind got bad. Now it's, you know, because the wind was blowing this way. Well, guess what? It's blowing this way now. How does this change like that, guys? He's not a bad 11-inch fish. All right, this color is called hot perch. I mentioned it earlier when I caught the other crappie on the plum crazy color. I dug in my tackle box and see if I had it. I use these bags. Somebody asked me this before, the other day. I use these bags like this, Kevin Van Dam or whatever brand you can find. And I've got like 8 of them in this compartment here. That one's all LC shad. I have one that is half Willowtails, another half is something else. That's how I've got them. The BA Stingers, Junior and BA Stingers are in one. I got them like that, guys. And I don't carry every color I make. Sometimes I'm wanting the color I'm digging, I don't have it. So sometimes I gotta think about it and lay them out, try to find some. I'll go in the shop and make some. I just don't go in my base shop and get a bag out of my stock. I've got boxes, and each box is labeled for what it is. If it's BA Stingers, that's BA Stingers. This box is whatever, Willowtails. This box is LC Shad. The box of LC Shad is 2 of them. And there's like 16 colors in each one of them, that's right. And I just don't go in and they're in alphabetical order. I just don't go in and reach back there and grab a bag of baits and stick them on my boat. Because on my website, if you go on there, it says, and if you say you're buying the LC Shad Banana Pepper, right now it probably says there's 8 left. Yeah, I took inventory yesterday. I go on the site, it tells me what I've got and how many in each thing. And I write that down and take that to my shop, so that way I know what to make when I got time in my shop, right? And if I pull a bag out of there like that, you go online and order Banana Pepper LC Shad, and it might say there's 1 bag left, and there's none, because Dennis took that bag and put it on his boat. That's right. I can't do that. So when I need baits, I go to the shop and make them for me. But most of the time, like I told you earlier in the video, I fish with seconds a lot. If a bait has a flaw or something in them, I lay them on the table out there, and I pick those baits up. It could be an air bubble or a little mark in the coloring, and I fish with those most times. What I usually fish with. Not all the time, but a lot of time. All right, guys, appreciate y'all. There you go. I fished with some colors for stained water, quite a few different colors. Just try to give you some ideas. There's more. There's plenty more I could fish with, but there's going to be some other days with stained waters, that's for sure, isn't it? So maybe next time I come out, I add something else, right? See y'all guys next time, Fishing Lake Country.